it's John Celestis here, straight from my studio. Well, it's actually my home, but you know, we're in a lockdown and we need to keep it this way. We need to stay safe, so stay home and work out as much as you can. Today we are going to do a nice little routine that I absolutely love, and this is lovely for your hips and for your hamstrings and for the sides of your legs. It's pretty fabulous. Now, depending on how flexible you are and what your level of fitness is, you may do it for a little longer or a little less, but I will give you your minimum times anyway. Now, if you're feeling that your minimum times is enough and you don't get enough from this, you can add an extra 30 seconds for each side in each exercise. So after you have done your warm-up and after you have done your cardio and your temperature is up and you are in a nice warm environment, only then you are starting your stretch. Now you can totally combine this stretch with either the box split stretching or the front split stretching, because this is very beneficial for you. So let's start. You do want to start in a lunge, facing to the side, and you're pushing down, but you're not kneeling down. Your knee is never on the floor. So we are here, and you want to push down, hold it for 2 seconds, come to the front, hold it for 2 seconds, turn to the other side, hold it for 2 seconds, and then return, and then repeat. Important thing is that you don't want to be lifting, coming down, lifting, turning to the side. You do need to stay here. So you do want to do this 4 times. So 1, 2, 4. After you have finished it, you want to lower it down. You want to put your elbows on your legs and you want to push your legs out. So you're actively pushing your legs out. So you do want to hold here for about 30 seconds to 45, and then you're starting going sideways until you are reaching the minute, and then you're just sitting down. After you've been all this, you do need to be as relaxed as possible, and you do need to focus on your breathing. Now, what we are going to do, we are going to lie down. You do want to put your leg on top of the other, where your ankle is going to be at your upper leg. And from here, keep your bum on the floor, lifting your leg and holding either this way or this way, and you want to push your leg up. You should feel a nice stretch here. Now remember our breathing technique. When you breathe in, you want to send all the air into the area that you are stretching. When you breathe out, you want to bring your leg a little closer to your chest. So breathe in and breathe out. Now you do want to hold this for a minute. If you are particularly adventurous, go for 1.5 minutes. When you go out, you are releasing slowly down, and swapping legs, and again repeating. You do want to try and keep your bum on the floor, so you don't want to do this. That wouldn't be nice. So you're here, hold it, breathe, and then release, and relax. Now, you do want to put a full minute on each side. If you do want to push yourself a little further, this extra mile, then go for 1.5 minutes. Then what we are going to do is pigeon. Now the pigeon, we are going to do it a little more in detail this time. So we want to be here. So you want to keep pushing your pelvis off the straight leg down on the floor. You want to make sure your knee and your foot are on the floor, so you're not sideways, you are down. You're facing to the side and you're nice and proud, and you keep pushing. You should be feeling stretch here as well. It's a very, very similar exercise as the previous one, but this exercise tends to give you some more intense stretching than the other. Now it totally depends on the body. This is why we do both, so we are sure that you get a really nice stretch. So you are going to hold it here, and now here is the secret. The full exercise will last for 2 minutes. You want to be for a full minute here, then after you've done a minute, you want to go down to your elbows. You want to pull your elbows backwards and project your chest out. So you don't want to just be here, you want to be here and project and pulling, pulling, pulling. Not as much as I just did, that is just an exaggeration, so you can understand, but yes, pulling and holding that. After 30 seconds, you are lifting, you're putting your foot a little more forward, you're coming down, and you're pulling again. This will be a much more intense stretch. After you've finished the 2 minutes, which is 1 minute in pigeon, 30 seconds low, pulling, and then foot forward, keep going down, another 30 seconds. You're lifting your body, you're rotating your leg, and you're sitting here. So after I'm here, I walk to just touch my toe and hold it there for 15 seconds. After, I'm trying to go a little lower and hold it for another 30 seconds. So pretty much you just want to prepare your body for what is going to happen. If you are bent enough, you can totally skip this step. The next step is lifting yourself up and totally go and lean on your leg. Make sure your chest is facing forward, so you're not leaning sideways, it's facing forward, and you're going down. If you cannot reach all the way down, it's absolutely fine. You can just stay here and push as much as you can. After you hold that for a minute or 1 minute and 30 seconds, you are coming up, bringing your leg in, going right and left, right and left, right and left, and then you're coming to the other side to do exactly the same variation. So you want to be here, hold it for a minute, then come here, pull, pull, pull for 30 seconds, and then come up, put your foot a little more forward, return to your position and start pulling again, projecting your chest nice and forward, and then that is an extra 30 seconds. So your pigeon position will be again for 2 minutes. And then you're rotating, you're coming up, you're holding your toes, and then you're going down. Again, this is if you are struggling and if you are not as advanced. If this is too easy for you, you can totally skip this step and you're going straight into going down, which you are going to hold for a minute. Now remember, you don't want to endure the pain, you want to ease into the pain. You want to get into the position and hold it there. So after you've done your minute down as well, you're coming up, coming into a straddle, and then you want to relax for as low as you can. Ideally you want to go all the way down on the floor, but if you cannot, go as low as you can. You want to hold it for a minute, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, because you want to relax, breathe, and allow yourself to go half an inch closer to your body, to the floor each time. After you've done that, you're coming up, you want to put your hands behind your back, and you want to squeeze your legs as much as humanly possible. And after that, we are going slowly down. We're going to do it 6 times. So 1, 2, all the way to 6 times. After you finish your 6 times, you want to put your hands either forward or back, or one back, one forward, and you want to push your pelvis more forward to open up your legs as much as possible. after you have managed to open your legs. Even if you have gotten an inch, it's still a victory. You don't need to panic, you don't need to be in splits. But after you have opened, then you want to try and go down and down. I'll do it sideways so you can see a little better what I mean. From here, you want to try and rotate your pelvis outwards. So down and down. You want to repeat this for 15 times, and then you want to hold it down for an extra 30 seconds. And then you release, you close your legs, and this is the end of this particular routine. This is a routine that I find it helps a lot if you are a little tight from the outside of your legs, and it does help give you an inch or two towards your box split. But also I do find it very beneficial when you do want to try and do your front splits. Again, you can connect it to either a workout, a more intense workout for box splits, or you can also do it every time you are practicing the front splits and the hamstrings related stretching. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, feel free to drop me a line. Find me on social media, John Celestis, and thank you very much. I hope to see you at the next video. Mwah!